What is a want to in your life?
Me.
I'm going to come right back here. What's a want to?
I want my sister and brother to be twice when I'm sleeping.
You want to your sister and brother what?
To be twice when I'm sleeping.
Be quiet when you're sleeping. Okay, I get it. That's a good want to. Anybody else have a want to? What's a want to that you have?
I can run super fast.
Oh, you want to run super fast? Very good. How about down here? Do you have a want to?
Flying powers.
Flying? You want to have flying powers? All right. What's a want to for you?
I wish I could sleep forever.
Forever? Whoa! What's a want to?
And I wish I can have flying power and speed of power.
Wow, flying power and speeding power. Do you have a want to?
Yes. I wish I could eat hot chocolate for every day until I wake up until I way to bed.
You really like hot chocolate, huh?
Yes.
What's a want to for you?
I want flying. Please power.
Really? Wow! These are great. I'm going to squeeze down through you. Oh, got a want to? What's a want to that you have?
I wish I could stay here forever.
Forever and ever. Oh, that's so cool. Do you have a want to?
I want to have superpowers with my mom and my family.
Yeah, very good. Did you have a want to?
I want to go super fast.
Super fast. Super fast. Anybody else think of a want to?
Have superpowers.
You want to have superpowers?
I want to have superpowers.
You want to have superpowers? What do you want to?
I like to eat chocolate.
What's your want to?
My family have superpowers.
Oh, that is so cool. Thank you so much. Who did I miss?
Me.
Oh, gosh.
Me.
What's your want to?
Fly superpowers.
Fly? Yeah? That's so cool. All right. What's your want to?
My want to is to run super fast and fly.
Run super fast and fly? Wowee! Wowee! Super fast and fly. What's your want to?
I want to stay home all day.
You want to stay home all day? What's a want to for you?
I want to go to Sky Zone.
Hey there, it's David. We've come to that time on this island where the rubber meets the road. It's time for you to invest a little sweat equity. This is where I move from preaching to meddling. Over the next 4 episodes, you're going to be invited to do some work, some soul searching, and some questioning. You won't be invited to do any judging or any condemning. You're simply invited to get real. One of the blessings of a podcast format is that there isn't a time frame. You can go about all of this at your own pace and in your own time. And you can revisit all of this anytime you want. Well, I guess now is a good time for me to give my standard spiel about the importance of starting this journey from the beginning. If this is your first time tuning into island hopping, I encourage you to go back to the beginning, episode 1, The Rules. Any journey worth taking is worth taking from the beginning. Don't worry, I'll be right here waiting for you when you get back. So, if you haven't left this episode, tighten up your laces, buckle your chin strap, and make sure to stretch. For I don't want you to get hurt. I just want you to learn and grow. Let's get to work. Let's go island hopping. I want to live a simple life. I want to lose weight. I want to perform music. I want to be loved. I want to let the people in my life know that they are loved. I want to have routines. If you truly want to know who someone is, what they believe, what's important to them, and what isn't important to them, simply follow them around and watch what they do. For what one does will always reveal who one is at any given moment in time. Now, yes, every one of us can and does occasionally fake it till we make it, for we're all great actors. But sooner or later, the real you will break through. For the real you will only live in the shadow of the actor who is portraying you for so long. In saying this, I realize that there are some out there who are playing a role in their lives because their situation requires them to play that role. There are some out there who are doing what they believe others in their life want them to do. They're trying to keep the peace, to not make waves, or to simply fit in. They're acting like who they believe they should be. This island, if you pay attention, will force you out of should and into want to. Out of being someone that you think you should be, into being someone that you truly are. This island will force you out of acting into reality. But, unfortunately, there's a darker side to all of this that must be addressed. It's a worst-case scenario. There are people out there who are doing what other people in their life are demanding them to do. They have no choice. They are trapped and consequently can't even begin to plunge the depths of who they really are. For who they really are in their current reality is simply surviving. It isn't my intention to direct this discussion toward people who are being forced by no choice of their own into behaviors that deep down they know don't characterize them in any way. My intention is to direct this conversation to people who need to take the time to process a deep, profound, and intimate understanding of who they are right here, right now. People who need to come to terms with the fact that they truly don't understand their want to. The former represents a tragic set of circumstances, for it's tragic when someone is forced to be someone that they aren't, forced to do things that they would never do otherwise. And if that describes you, or if you know of someone that this describes, please call the National Human Trafficking Hotline at 888-373-7888. Beyond some special, tragic, extenuating circumstances, the norm is that what you do will always reveal your want to. For if you want to do something, you'll figure out a way to do it. You'll find the time and you'll find the money to do what you want to. Conversely, you won't find the time and you won't find the money for the things in life that you don't want to do. In fact, if you tell someone that you don't have the time or the money to do something, you're only telling a half-truth. The whole truth is that you don't have the time or the money because you don't want to. As the old saying goes, the cream always rises to the top, and your actions will always reveal your want to. At this point on this island, the purpose for understanding your want to, the purpose for examining what you do, is to gain a clearer understanding of who you are right here, right now. No judgment, no condemnation, just you getting real. For unless you get real with yourself and with God, God and yourself will never be real to you. You'll simply continue to pretend that you're someone that you're not. And you won't even realize that you're pretending. As Socrates once taught, the unexamined life is not worth living. And the work of this island is self-examination. For how can you expect God to meet you, walk with you, care for you, guide you, direct you, and bless you if you aren't being true to yourself or to God about who you really are? Your goal on this leg of your journey is to know the truth as it pertains to you, to realize the truth, to acknowledge the truth, and to claim the truth, to allow the truth of who you are to usher in an intimate, personal relationship with God. For once you successfully do this, you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Free to be transformed from the inside out. But what's the big deal anyway? Why invest all of the time and all of the effort into defining who you are? Maybe who you are is someone who doesn't want to define who you are, which is, for all intents and purposes in this place and at this time, actually who you are. So just go with it. Own it, acknowledge it, claim it, and allow yourself and God to meet you there. But let's just say, for the sake of an argument, that you truly don't know who you are, but you want to find out. You want to find out. And what do we already know about what we want to? We will always find a way to do what we want to. So your assignment, if you choose to accept it, is to take the time to discover what you want to. Make a list of every want to in your life right here, right now. Big, little, seemingly insignificant, or mind-blowingly significant, it doesn't matter. For it's all important, and it all plays a part in painting the picture of you right here, right now. Word of warning. Pay close attention to make sure that the list you're compiling is your want-to list. You'll need to sift your want-to list many times to make sure that you remove all impurities. Impurities like things on your list that are influenced by what others might think about your want-to list. Impurities like things that you believe you should want to, or things you believe someone else wants you to want to. Remember, we've taken a vow to stop shoulding on ourselves and others. Your goal is to take a selfie without any filters of your life right here, right now, so that you can construct your very own personal, for nobody else's eyes or ears, want-to list. At this point, this exercise isn't about right or wrong, good or bad, for that would definitely fall into the judgment and condemnation categories. And this is a judgment and condemnation-free zone. There will be plenty of time in the future to plow into the rightness or the wrongness of who you are. Right now, this is just about understanding who you are. This is simply about you getting real. Nobody's looking, nobody's grading your responses. This is between you and God. Your list can include specific things like, I want to be a professional golfer. I want to travel out west. I want to be rich. Your list can also include more vague things like, I want to make sure nobody really knows me. I want to encourage my kids. I want to fall in love. Your list is just that, your list. Once you've completed your list, go back to each want to and ask this question. Why? Why do I want to be a professional golfer? Why do I want to travel out west? Why do I want to be rich? Why do I want to make sure nobody really knows me? Why do I want to encourage my kids? And why do I want to fall in love? Answering your why questions will be harder than compiling your want-to list in the first place. For it's going to force you to examine your motivations. It's going to force you to look deep inside of you, maybe for the first time. It's going to force you to come face to face with what you've been taught by your family, your friends, and your culture. And you might not like what you find. Again, please don't forget that on this island it isn't about judgment or condemnation. This island invites you to undertake an exercise in getting real. An exercise in examining your why, the reasons behind your want-to list. As you do this, the payoff will be that you'll begin to see and understand your true identity. You'll begin to see who you are right here, right now. And this is vital, for transformation cannot occur out of a place of ignorance. Transformation can only occur in the sunlight of knowledge. But there's a catch. There's always a catch. You're not allowed to settle for generic answers to your why questions. You can't say that the reason you want to be a professional golfer is to become rich and famous, for there are so many other ways to accumulate wealth and fame. Why golfing? You can't simply say that you want to encourage your kids because that's what it means to be a good parent. There are many ways to be a good parent. Why did you rest on encouragement as your want to? Basically, don't take the easy way out. There's a reason, a motivation serving as the foundation, the underpinning, the supporting structure of your want to list. Everything that you want to for a reason. You want to because someone or something taught you to want to. You want to because you missed out on something and now you want to experience it. You want to because you knew somebody who was and you want to be just like them. What your why happens to be isn't nearly as important as you being able to verbalize your why. So, if you want to have this exercise be successful, you will need to want to put in the time to really get to the bottom of every single want to. Conversely, if you don't want to have this exercise be successful, you won't put in the time to really get to the bottom of every single want to. Again, going back to our whole free will conversation from earlier on this island, God wants you to want to know who you are right here, right now. But God will never overpower your want to. God will simply wait patiently and gracefully for you to want to. Because God knows, and hopefully you're starting to understand, that there's power in want to. So, your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to answer two questions. What's on my want to list? And why do I want to? I want to thank the students at Little Disciples Preschool for helping me with today's episode. They're so stinking cute. But did you notice how many of the kiddos wanted to fly? Well, my bet is if one of them had said that they wanted X-ray vision, then a bunch of them would have also said that they wanted X-ray vision. Today's assignment isn't for the faint of heart, for it takes guts, courage, and perseverance to truly understand your want to list and the why behind your want to list. So until next time, when we'll get together and go deeper into what it means to have your want to list transformed, I'll be praying that you take the time to be all that God has created you to be, right here, right now.
Hey there, it's Madison. Island Hopping is a production of Journey to Be Ministries and is sponsored by Beneva Christian Church in Sarasota, Florida. You can find Beneva Christian on YouTube and Facebook, as well as their website, benevachristian.com. If you would like to reach out to my dad, just drop him an email at islandhoppingpodcast@gmail.com.